My name is Peter Owen. I'm by training a prosthodontist, which is somebody who replaces anything from the neck up, which is a rather glib description of a very complicated specialty. It's a specialty branch of dentistry. And I've been an academic for very many years. So I'm still publishing and I'm still writing, but I'm also trying to paint. I paint with Ricky Burnett, have done for a year or so now, and COVID willing, of course. And I just really wanted to say that we, in Ricky's classes, we have some very interesting conversations. He might suddenly stop everyone from painting and read a poem, or he might even quote from a poem. How he remembers all of those lines, I don't know. But it's art classes that are about art, about oneself. He's not going to go there and teach you to draw, but he's going to teach you how to think about art and painting. And we had a very interesting conversation recently where we were talking about the difference between a picture and a painting. And I think some of us didn't quite understand what the difference was. And Ricky then elucidated that, and he went on about what the difference is. Showed us a book by an art historian called James Elkins, entitled What Painting Is. And I think that a lot of us are still struggling. I'm certainly still struggling to know whether I'm actually making a picture or I'm intellectualizing what's happening with the paint as I'm kind of using it. And I think that's what's so exciting about Ricky's approach to art and to painting and to teaching. He brings out all of that in each particular person in the way that they want to do it in their own style. He doesn't make you do anything different, but it's about interacting and understanding the paint as you're actually doing it. In the end, of course, none of us really knows whether we are producing a picture or a painting until he comes around and says, "Oh, that's terrific," and you know, we all want to hear that. But sometimes we don't know it. But it is much more of the influence is much more that to make one more conscious of what one is doing as one is doing it. A friend of mine the other day showed me, asked me about Jackson Pollock's paintings, and he was into fractal analysis. Now, in my professional life, I've done some fractal analysis, and I reminded him that when they did a fractal analysis of trees, and then they did a fractal analysis of Pollock's paintings, the result was the same. And there was a wonderful line in the film on Pollock where they asked him, is he reproducing nature? And he looked up and said, "No, I am nature." And I thought that tied up with Ricky when he was talking about the difference between a painting and a picture, and how one has to think about the fact that you are actually interacting. And when you look at Ricky's paintings, that's exactly what it is. It's about the paint, and then what emotions that can induce. So that's basically, and it was a very interesting understanding, for me at least, of the difference between a picture and a painting. I still don't know whether I'm doing a painting or a picture, or a painting of a picture, but eventually, I hope I'll get a better understanding as we go along. I think it's a lifelong journey, and that's what makes it so much fun.